Back on the field of play. He is number 83. He had a monster first half.
It's up at the top of the screen right there.
Play action. Tungo Bailoa has Waddle. He's open. Touchdown. Well, that was easy. Tungo Bailoa finds Waddle, and Miami takes the lead back.
I don't know what happened to Mike Jackson right here, but I don't know if he expects help over the top or if it was that injury earlier he came off the field with, but he just got caught flat-footed, and Waddle gets on his toes and runs right by him. Perfect touchdown strike by Tua.
46 wonderful yards. Tungo Bailoa to his former college teammate. You betcha. That's important. The lead is now 4 for Miami.
Yeah, and they had a too high safety look, so you got to stay on top of that if you're Mike Jackson. He does not. And Tua puts it, look at the ball security right there. Tua puts it perfectly over the top. It's a little bit underthrown, but that's all right because Waddle had so much space. He had stacked Mike Jackson by about 4 yards, so you can underthrow that ball a little bit without any repercussions.
He cradled that thing like a fireman trying to catch a cat falling out of a tree. Wasn't going to let it hit the ground.
Well, we talked about it. How do you respond? I mean, they really haven't done anything since the first quarter, early into the second quarter, where they got their last score, and pretty much their offense has been on life support ever since. And then all of a sudden, you get that big passing game. And I told you as this game started, I know no Tyreek Hill, and I know how dynamic he is. I know how fast he is, but this team has got plenty of speed, and that guy 17 has got a big-time speed merchant as well.
Mark, we were talking about it yesterday. There's a big difference. There are 2 1-3 teams. Massive difference in your outlook if you're 2-3 as opposed to 1-4.
Yeah, I mean, 2-3, you still have playoff hopes alive. You still can save your season. 1-4 is just, I mean, it just feels like the world is stacked against you.
Trevor Etienne is brought down at the 20-yard line. So a chance for some magic. Bryce Young and the Carolina Panther offense will have the ball 80 yards away from the end line, down by 4. Flag on the kicking team.
Illegal formation, kicking team, number 29. The 5-yard penalty will be enforced at the previous spot and will re-kick.
Uh-oh. Mike McDaniel not pleased. Let's go to the field side and check in with Jen.
Guys, this Dolphins defense taking the field for this critical stand without their starting linebacker. Dodson out with a concussion. He did make his way to the locker room on his own power, so that's a good sign. Also, Cornell Armstrong questionable with a hamstring.
Thank you, Jen. Well, we came into this one with injuries a factor from both sides. Told you that Chuba Hubbard not in uniform. Rico Dowdle has stepped up big time. No Tyreek Hill for Miami, but Waddle and Waller have both stepped up big time.
And we talked about it before that last drive. There's 2 guys you need to get involved in that offense. That was Waddle and that was Waller. And guess what? Waddle answers the call with the big-time over-the-top touchdown. And here we go. Now how does Carolina respond? I mean, this is getting good, right? Back and forth.
DJ Dallas, full head of steam. And a flag comes in late. Flag came in from the backside very late.
You're going to get a holding call. There was a tackle. I think it was Incombe. 48, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been Chris Barnes, number 40. I just saw the 4. But it was a
During
form
the
tackle.
return, holding number 48 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. It's 1st and 10.
Your eyes are good. Your eyes are good.
Well, that was a form tackle right there. I mean, like he's like, man, the guy ran over me. Like I wasn't holding him. He just ran me over. This is when you plead your case. I've been there.
So after the first kickoff, the ball's at the 20. The penalty, we do it again. And now after this penalty, the ball's at the 17. 4:31 remaining. Dowdle in the game. He has been the story offensively for the Panthers. Dowdle's got it. A flag is down. That run would be enough to get him over 200 yards, but I don't think it's going to hold up.
That's going to be a defensive holding on Sealer.
Defense number 92.
Oh!
5 yards will be added with the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
Zach Sealer. 8th-year man should have known better.
Now Sealer's trying to make sure that, hey, they're getting gashed in the run game. He's trying to hold offensive linemen so linebackers can flow, and it's a good move by him, but you're going to see him right down here, right there, Sealer on the inside, and he's going to grab Christensen and not let him get to the second level, and gets called.
So since that run stands, it is a 200-yard day for Dowdle. He's got 206 yards. Young, caught! Leggett again! Maybe a breakout game for the 2nd-year man, Xavier Leggett.
And this is Rasul right here. You've got to get depth. You don't have anybody out here in the flat to hold you. Look at, nobody's holding you. Get back there. Leggett on the corner. You've got nobody underneath. There's nobody to cover. Keep getting depth. Take that ball away. Bryce Young sees it. Leggett catches it. And welcome back, Leggett. Having a game.
Dowdle not in the game. Instead, it's Etienne. And Etienne looking like Dowdle. Doesn't make a difference who's in the backfield for Carolina. They're getting chunks of yards.
This Miami defense right now is gassed. And I've been there. I played defense through college. There is nothing more humiliating than when an offense just continues to cram it down your throat and you can't stop them. That's when you start holding. That's when you start screaming at one another. See if they can dig deep here and stop this Carolina running attack.
Still no Dowdle in the game. Etienne moves out of the backfield. Young down the left sideline. Third down and 5. I guess field goal is still in play, but you really don't want to settle for a field goal and make it a 1-point game.
And you certainly don't. You don't want to give it back over to the Miami Dolphins, who just scored quickly on their last possession, a touchdown. So certainly you could kick it from this distance, but I tend to feel like this is more 4-down territory.
DJ Dallas, the back in the backfield, next to Young. Young just had to get rid of it. He had Jalen Phillips breathing down his neck. It's 4th down and 5.
Young quarterbacks want to escape out the back of the pocket. You escape out of the back of the pocket, you give up so much ground. It's so hard to get that ball when somebody's in your face off the edge. You're escaping out of the back of the pocket. You're losing 8, 9, 10 yards, and it's so hard to get the ball down the football field. 4th down.
They take Hunter Renfrow off the field on 4th and 5. They bring in Bryson Tremaine. Young. Caught! It's Horn! Who knew? Jimmy Horn getting it done. Rookie playing in his first pro game.
Well, they're just going to get a levels route, right? They're going to have a low guy, a medium guy, and the medium guy, Jimmy Horn, and he got grabbed a little bit by Rasul Douglas, but he fights through the grab, and Wow, what a throw by Bryce Young out of the pocket.
Final 3 minutes of our ball game. Still no Dowdle. Etienne to the edge. Down to the 4.
I mean, look at this line of scrimmage. You're just dominating, getting 3-4 yards of movement off the ball. Running back does not get contact until he's about 3 yards in the clear beyond the line of scrimmage, and they're owning it right now up front.
We're glad you found us. We are here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Uptown Bank of America Stadium. We've got a good one. Panthers down by 4, closing into the 2-minute timeout. Bryce Young got his man! Touchdown! Mitchell Evans! And the Panthers take the lead! Who would have thunk? The Carolina Panthers showing some fortitude.
We talked about it. We talked about when you run the ball, you set up the play action, run a little mesh concept underneath, tight end coming across one way, receiver Tremaine going the other way. Everybody gets confused, and wide open touchdown to Evans. And the Carolina Panthers take the lead late.
2 huge plays by rookies for Carolina in that drive. First Jimmy Horn, then Mitchell Evans to make it a 3-point lead. No doubt about it. Nothing finer. Malik Washington upended at a 22. Now playoff chances when you start a season at 2-3 as opposed to 1-4.
Yeah, neither of them are very good, but obviously 2 and 3 is a heck of a lot better than 1 and 4, as you can see. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, this has been so back and forth. And I talked about in the last drive, they made the completion to Waddle. It comes down to Waddle and Darren Waller. Those are your 2 guys that have been big-time playmakers for this offense over the top. Minute 54 and all 3 of your timeouts for Tua.
Darren Waller has not been targeted once, not once, in our second half. Tunga Vailoa. Broken up nicely. Corey Thornton got a hand in there. Well, bonus coverage to come. Dallas and the Jets. That game being played in New York. Still over 3 minutes remaining. Jason Benetti, Greg Olson, Pam Oliver. That's coming up next.
Well, we talked about him right there. Waller, so big, so strong, so physically gifted, can run like the wind. That's a guy down the seams in the middle of the football field. Get him an opportunity.
Waller in motion. Too high. Off the fingertips of Waddle. And it's now 3rd and 10.
Wow. Wow. I'm telling you, if Waddle doesn't swat that ball out of the air, that's going to be a pick. Watch him go up, just stop it. Safety sitting back there. Ransom just going, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a pick. I'm going to get it. No, I'm not going to get a pick. What a heady play by Waddle. Getting his hand on that football.
Dolphins having converted their last 5 third downs. 3rd and 10. Down goes Tunga Vailoa. Patrick Jones got him.
How about this defense, the way they have played, the way they shut down the run game of the Miami Dolphins, and then their ability to rush the passer. Remember, they went into this game with what, 2 sacks total? And now all of a sudden they have pressure to it. They put it on the ground several times.
Miami lets all that time move off the clock. They have 3 timeouts. They didn't use it, any of them. And so now 63 seconds remain. Carolina's got the ball. And Miami's going to have to be perfect defensively to get the ball back.
Well, they've got their 3 timeouts. They're going to have to stop them here. You think about 5 seconds per play, right? If you run the ball, about 5 seconds per play, you run off 15 seconds. And then they've got that 40 seconds, so they're not going to get the ball back with very much time at all if they do.
Miami has done a good job over the last 2 games of forcing turnovers. Forced 3 a week ago. Forced 2 here in our first half this afternoon.
Well, you tell everybody in the huddle, man, 2 hands on this football, and you give it to Rico Dowdle, and you say, hey, man, carry us home. Carry us home.
Dowdle to the 30, and there's that timeout call. So it took 4 seconds off the clock. First timeout for Miami. What a fourth quarter we've had, Mark.
We certainly have. Fourth quarters when all this action happened. Here's Dowdle. Bring your own blocker, right? Put your nose down, get in that end zone, and then waddle over the top, beating Mike Jackson for the touchdown. And then the response drive over to Evans on the shallow cross from Bryce Young. And that's where we sit, 27-24, Carolina.
Dave Canales, the play caller for the Panthers.
There's 59 seconds left in the game. It is second down. 59 seconds.
Okay, we're dialed in. All good. Second down at 7. Dowdle, who's been dealing with cramps. He's in the game right now. Dowdle. Miami will call another timeout.
What a performance by Rico Dowdle. Been a backup here. Remember, he was a 1,000-yard rusher last year for the Dallas Cowboys. But talk about explosiveness. And when we talked to Dave Canales, he said, hey, listen, man, we don't lose much, but we gain a little bit in speed and quickness to the hole. And you've seen that today, 206 yards rushing with cramps. I mean, what would he have? He did 250 without.
He's been drinking a lot of pickle juice between now and next Sunday when they take on Dallas. Just a reminder, we got bonus coverage coming your way, the Cowboys and the Jets. But still 55 important seconds remaining here. Chance to win it. The Panthers, 3rd down and 5. Can they stay on the field? Oh, they're going to pass. Incomplete, and a flag comes down. A flag comes down in the secondary. Jack Jones beside himself. He got away with one back in the 3rd quarter. I think Karma got him.
Defense number 23. Stop foul. First down.
I think Karma got him. He got away with one in the 3rd quarter. In the 4th quarter, not so much.
Yeah, he's gotten twice now. Remember, T-Mac. He got T-Mac with a hold or a pass interference down on the goal line and certainly reached out and grabbed Hunter Renfrow right there.
Ho-ho! So that gives Carolina a 1st down, and they can get into victory formation as Miami has just 1 timeout remaining. Dolphins aren't going to use timeout. I guess Mike McDaniel's seen enough. I don't think Carolina needs to down it this quickly. Okay, if that's where they're going to roll it, it's going to be over. The Carolina Panthers, after getting smoked on the road a week ago against New England, they now continue perfection at home. They're 2-0 at home somehow after being blitzed 0-3 on the road so far this season.
What a remarkable comeback, down 17-0, left for dead, to have that kind of